doing it for any recognition. You're doing it because I'm preaching out there. I'm reaching out to many out there so that they can change their lives, just like the way John the Baptist came to prepare the way. So he was out in the wilderness preaching and baptizing people, and many followed the faith. Even before seeing Jesus Christ, they just had this voice in the wilderness and followed. But look at the life of John the Baptist. He was living in the wilderness, surviving on wild honey and locusts. Now tell a modern person right now, go in the wilderness and survive on locusts. First of all, the first question I'll ask is, how do I eat locusts?
You know, it's a very it's a
though we don't know where we can find them now.
Yeah, no, but those are the realities.
Yeah,
so
sadly, reality.
yes. So I'll start thinking, like, how am I supposed to go to Huye, or where is it so deep? Huye is a bit of a town. How am I supposed to go there and start preaching to the people there? Start eating food without oil? Is it really worth it? So before you set off as a lay person, you start asking yourself those are questions because of what is happening in the world right now. And back then, people used to accept rejection, pain, with a lot of humility, which we are lacking right now. We don't have patience. When you are faced with challenges, we grumble, we groan, you question, why must I do this? So that's why now you find we are still, we read about martyrs, we talk about them, but getting people in the modern world who are living 100% the same way martyrs were doing, it's very rare.
It is very rare, but the moment you are able to endure those challenges, however difficult they are, whichever the case, if you are able to at least, not 100% as human beings, we know we fall. But if you try as much as possible, even if you not get 100%, that is now a white martyrdom. You are able to witness to the whole world, to yourself, that I didn't die like those martyrs maybe in the past, but at least I witnessed with the little I have, because there are some people, they sacrifice a lot. They can even give some donations. They have, and they can go extra mile to give others. So these are kind of sacrifices which show how martyrdom still it is in our world today. Not necessarily doing bigger things. You find maybe as a lay person, you are having enough in the house. You see somebody's child is struggling, suffering somewhere. You just adopt that child. That's another form of martyrdom. You are sacrificing. That sacrifice now in our today's world, we can term it as white martyrdom. You are sacrificing, and you don't count the costs. You are just taking this person, okay, let me help this person come up, because maybe I saw my colleague or my friend there cannot manage it.
No, but that was happening a lot back then, because there was trust. But in today's world, before I take somebody into my house, I'll question it. No, let's be realistic here.
So who stole that trust?
Because it's not like who stole it, but a lot is happening.
Changes.
Yes. I might accommodate him. I welcome him to my place. But he had a mission in my house. One day I wake up, I find my house has been swept clean. You understand? So you find these are the realities that are happening on the streets today. You will find somebody, a child on the streets, but before you even help that child as an adult, you start looking around. Hey, if I start helping this child, will people come from the bushes to attack? No, because some of those incidences have happened.
Yeah.
So, because we've lost trust, you find even the 7 corporal works of mercy no longer exist with a lot of passion. Or I want to help, but I want to help indirectly. Because first of all, I'll question, hey, but this brother Dennis, whom is he working for? Who is he working with? Before I help. But you know, back then, like reality be said, when we were growing up, back then, leave alone this Gen Z's era, yeah, you are not your parents' child alone.
Yeah.
If an adult finds you on the street doing something that is wrong, they'll correct you on the spot without thinking that this is so and so's child,
Use
or
the right
I
term.
don't know.
BT.
Yes. But right now,
Yeah,
I'll be
even
walking
try.
on the street
You
and I
cannot even
see a
dare.
child doing something that is wrong. I'll look on the other side, because I'm like, I'll go to correct this child, and before I know it, the mother is on me. Why are you correcting my child? Who gave you that responsibility?
That is
So
the cost of martyrdom now. That is the cost. That is what that struggle, you know, you are not supported. People may not like it, but now
that is the
the truth of the matter, you have to correct as a parent. But it's very hard because of the experiences we have. Parents, they'll question, who are you to correct my child? But as a Christian matter, living a witnessing life today, we should not run away from that reality. It is very hard, but we should try, even at the highest level, to try to help this person, because that's our martyrdom today. It doesn't matter.
Then, brother Dennis, why should we risk our reputation?
We are.
You should leave the child, then you go, you pray for the child when you are home safe.
Praying is
Right?
another case. It's another case, but on the spot, you know, some things they need immediate action. Parents may not like it, but we have a responsibility. That's how we have to live our witnessing life. They will not like it, and as we know, even this
And at the same time, you are also risking your reputation.
Yeah, you are risking.
You are putting your life into danger.
When you see this martyrdom, you see they had to do something extra. They were not supported, and as a martyr, people will despise you because you are maybe going against what they like. So today, which is a very challenging situation, you have to do that reality with a lot of caution, because you may even end up in jail.
Exactly.
You may end up
That's
in jail.
what I was
but
saying. You are endangering your life.
you
are
have
putting
to
it
make
to-
sure you get it right. How to maybe convince them, because you are doing something good, not something bad. You have to look for the way to convince them, so that now that white martyrdom can be seen. They say, okay, this parent was helping my son or daughter.
No, 'cause,
Endangering your life.
yeah, you're putting yourself out there, which is okay, but the way the world right now is, I remember one time I was just walking on the street and accidentally two cars, because it was a narrow road, hit each other like on the sides when they were trying to pass each other. And then the shopkeeper came out, because these people started arguing, no, you knocked my car, and the other one was like, no, I didn't. I was just... So the shopkeeper, as an eyewitness, came out and was like, you know the reality of the matter? This lady asked you for the way, but you, with your... One was a lady and the other one was a gentleman driving. So the guy thought he could pass, and then accidentally, I don't know what really happened. So he insisted that the lady knocked the car. And then the man who came out